a shared future between neighbors.
You're on the speakers list. The next speaker is Madame Izabel Santyago from France and the Socialist Group. The floor is yours.
Madam President, dear colleagues, among the objectives of our Assembly are, of course, respect for human rights, democracy and the rule of law, but our deliberations must also contribute to peace. That is why I'm especially moved by the fact that my first statement today in this chamber as a new parliamentarian in the Parliamentary Assembly concerns this conflict, which we hoped was over, and which sadly, after the 45-day war, which never stopped, and has now resumed with very serious incursions on Armenian territory. And I very much hope our Assembly may vigorously denounce the resumption of hostilities by Azerbaijan against Armenia with strikes on civilian infrastructure and facilities that belong to Armenia. As our colleagues have rightly said, and I express the wish that collectively we may express our wholehearted solidarity with the Armenian population and its representative institutions. This country is a democracy in the South Caucasus, which is in the throes of major difficulty. And the belligerents must be reminded of their commitments. The ceasefire must be respected. We must also open up dialogue for peace and a provisional settlement of hostilities in 2020, only endorsed fait accompli in the use of force, and the question of borders must come back on the negotiating table. We can no longer just look at the videos that are reaching us, which are unspeakable, with prisoners dying and missing. We have no news of them, prisoners who never come home, and very clear evidence of torture. So I think we need to convey this message of peace, and it is essential for the Armenian people to be able to live in peace on their land, within their borders. And I think here we, as others have said, must restore dialogue among all countries that may facilitate such a peace. I also think it's necessary for us to have a mission in situ to look at the situation and bring about this peace, which we all wish to see, so that we may resolve this conflict and find solutions for the Armenian people, which for years has been experiencing this territorial problem. And they have been stricken by war for too long, and their children must be able to live in peace.
Mrs. Santiago, then from EPP, Mr. Ruben Rubian from Armenia. The floor is yours.